Hello, folks. Welcome back. This is Chris in Central Pennsylvania. I've said it many, many times. Bill Engvall's famous joke, stupid people should wear signs. I needed to know. Oh, sorry. I didn't see your sign. Here's your sign. Well, the ignorance related to President Trump's refugee program continues to run unabated, flowing like rivers through flood zones. This is insanity at the highest order. Listen, if you don't have experience with U.S. immigration law, if you have never worked in an embassy and don't know how consular services work and don't understand geopolitics, why on God's green acre are you offering advice to other South Africans? This is still going on. February 7th, he announced the program. March, April, May, June, July. Over 5 months now since President Trump announced this program. And the media in South Africa continue to get things wrong, but just everyday South Africans who know nothing about this, telling their neighbors stupidity and idiotic stories. So here's a screenshot from one of my viewers, which my viewer received from their neighbor. That's awesome, but it's only a visa. Then you have the problem when the next president comes in. If he doesn't like what was done, then he will just cancel it all and send everyone back when their visas expire. Well, what made this person a subject matter expert in the Immigration and Nationality Act of 1980 as a South African? Now, it's not impossible. You have very bright, intelligent people in South Africa who could very well be experts in U.S. immigration law, or just a layperson who actually read the damn law. But something tells me this person has no idea what the heck they're talking about. For instance, it's not a visa. When you're granted refugee status, it's a legal status. A legal status. It's not a visa. You're granted entry into the United States. And then within a year, you have to apply for permanent residency if you wish to stay. And that permanent residency costs you nothing, not a penny. Whereas someone else, a legal immigrant coming to America who seeks permanent residency, will pay thousands of dollars for the process to the U.S. government and to immigration lawyers to help them get to stay in the country with permanent residency. But someone with refugee status applies for it, and unless you've defrauded the U.S. government or misled the U.S. government, either through an act of omission or an act of commission by actively lying or misleading the government, you will be able to stay. They will grant you your permanent residency at no charge. Your residency will not be rescinded by the next president. They don't have that authority. Now, let me explain, because a lot of people are freaking out. Well, Trump is taking away temporary protected status for Venezuelans and Haitians. Indeed, because they weren't granted legal refugee status. They were granted temporary protected status, which is something very different, something cooked up in the late 1990s under the Clinton administration. And it's temporary. But we have people staying here for 25 years on temporary protected status. That's nonsense. They're being sent home. They have no basis for being here. Refugee status is something completely different. Refugees never go home. And for those who like the sovereignty of their nation, that's part of the problem, because we generously grant people the ability to come stay here while there's a problem in the country of their origin. But they never go home. Bosnia is not at war, but Bosnians are still here 30 years later. Liberia hasn't been at war for decades, yet Liberians are here 35 years after they arrived, granted special conditions. But you as a South African under the refugee program are granted refugee status, a legal status. It doesn't matter which political party controls the House and Senate or the presidency or all three of them next year or after Trump's departure. It does not matter. As long as you don't defraud the United States, you're not going anywhere. So I urge people in South Africa who don't know what the hell they're talking about to shut their cake holes. Honestly. Spend 5 minutes to educate yourself instead of spreading misinformation and discouraging people. Again, I'm encouraging no one to come to America, and I'm discouraging no one to come from America. I'm also not prattling on about nonsense that I know nothing about. I actually know what I'm talking about. You don't have to believe me. Go read the Immigration and Nationality Act of 1980. Go learn about refugee status. Learn about who enters this country and what benefits they get. It's up to you. You can believe your cock-prodding neighbor, or you can believe someone knows what they're talking about. Or you can simply do the research for yourself. Those are your options. But don't listen to people who tell you not to do something just because they don't know what they're talking about. They're not subject matter experts. And there you have it, folks. Cheers.